BustedDpad.com presents Uncharted 3, Crushing Difficulty and Treasure Walkthrough, Chapter 20, Caravan. Now this is the hardest chapter in the game, I'm not even gonna lie. This is incredibly difficult. This first part is pretty hard, the second part is pretty hard, the last part is all platforming. I'm gonna show you how to get through it. First things first, when you jump on this left truck, when you pull that guy off, make sure you take out the motorcycles. Everybody here on a motorcycle has incredible aim and does a ton of damage, so you're going to have to take them out fast. Now, I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of death abuse in this section. Instead of jumping on these trucks, just take this guy out on the right truck and then just keep running forward. Don't stop, because what makes the motorcycle guys spawn in is you jumping on the trucks, and you'll make them not show up if you just show up. Now when you make it to this third truck, it's safe and you should be able to spawn a checkpoint from here. If not, get back on your horse and just keep riding up some more. Now I'm leaving this death in just to show you. See? Now we've advanced to the next checkpoint where all you have to do is shoot RPGs up ahead. You don't have to lead your shots with the RPGs as much as you think. I'm doing a horrible job. There we go. Also be careful when you jump back to your horse, because you can miss. I've done it, take my word for it. Alright, when you get back on your horse again, focus on the motorcycle guys. I really don't know what pistol it is that they're using, but it does so much damage that they're 100% of the time, whenever you see a guy on a motorcycle, he's the guy you want to take out first. So you're gonna ride your horse through here. Blah blah blah. This thing over here kinda happens. Wow, Drake's boots have lots of ridges on them. That's pretty cool. So eventually gonna catch up to the caravan. Now when you jump back on your horse, the same concepts as before apply. Just try to take out one of these guys at a time. Zoom in with your M9. Go for headshot. Every time you get a headshot, I'm not sure if it's every time or just at the beginning, but Salim will congratulate you for your very nice shooting. If you need ammo, you're going to have to jump onto the back of the truck and pick some up. Also, there's a trophy associated with pulling a number of these guys off, and it is accumulative across playthroughs, so you don't have to do it all at once. What I found was it's best to, when you get to this point, to just jump on one of the trucks and focus on the two gunners that are left. Because if you can see those two little cars that are ahead, that's the target that we're heading for. So there's going to be no more trucks once you pass these last three. So just go ahead and keep riding on up to that front, and then we're going to have to take on a brute. I don't even think you have to shoot that guy. Anyway, Sully jumps to that truck, you're gonna have to jump to it too. The brute grabs him, and what I thought through initial playthroughs was you were actually supposed to shoot him, but you have to jump on the truck and fight this guy by hand. But Fighting this brute isn't a problem if you've made it this far in Crushing. You already know how to take out brutes. I've said this way too many times by this point in the guide. So eventually, this scene will take over, and you just have to drop back down on your horse, and then it's time for the most difficult firefight in the game, I'd have to say, or the most difficult prolonged firefight that there is. Alright, so, from the start, run to the right, stealth kill this guy, he will drop the T-bolt sniper. Pick that up. And what I like to do is just get their attention. If you do that, you'll get rushed by that guy. And then you'll also get rushed by a guy wielding the Pack 80. He is absolutely the priority target. It's kind of hard to see where he's coming from because of the sandstorm, which is a theme throughout the rest of this level. But you want to take him out as fast as possible and then take that bad boy. We're going to use it for our own diabolical uses. Now, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the general strategy for dealing with the rest of this level is to quickly, calmly, well, not really quickly, but methodically take everybody out with lots of headshots. Now, I know it seems obvious, but unfortunately, that's the only real advice that I can give. You can follow the route that I take because it does work. I managed to get this run down very, very cleanly. But it's tough. It is really, really hard. It's hard to see where the enemies are. You can only really tell where they're at from where they're firing at you. But they have an uncanny ability to see where you are, which really, really sucks. So, I've found that the safest way to advance forward is to actually come to the left here and use these two trucks for cover. As you make your way towards the pillars, you'll start to see more guys spawning in. There is a checkpoint on the other side of the pillars. I've tried the same method of death abuse. I've tried to actually rush in there, and I've had it not give me the checkpoint. So I'm not sure what the requirements are to make the checkpoint happen. So, like I said, we're just gonna slowly make your way inside. Now, if you get inside and you don't start from a checkpoint, everybody's not going to be where they're supposed to be. There's two snipers in there, one on the left, one on the right, and one guy with the hammer, he's on the left as well. You actually have to make them spawn in, which you're going to see me actively trying to do here. You're going to see me as soon as I get in. I'm actually looking for them right now because my game plan, excuse me, professional. My game plan is to come here to the left, take out the sniper, take out the guy with the grenade launcher, and then move back over, and then take out one truck with the RPG, and then move to the right, take out the sniper there, take out the other truck with the RPG, and then move up the right. But everybody's not where they're supposed to be. when I was recording this, the only thing I was hoping was that I hadn't found some weird glitch. And that I was actually going to end up walking straight through this section with no enemies. And then I'd have to start recording this whole chapter all over again. And like I said, this chapter is incredibly difficult. But if you just move around, move up a little bit, eventually these guys will spawn in. And when that music kicks in, that means it's go time. See, now this sniper, he's magically here. So, he's first. This guy here with the hammer, he's second. That was pretty lucky. That too. So, yeah, take that guy out, and then you want to look to this building to the right for the other sniper. The only way you're going to be able to take him out is to follow the laser beam. Once you stop seeing that laser, he's dead. Now, from here on, it is safe to approach this RPG, but don't fall for it quite yet, because you're going to get rushed. See, here they are. This shotgunner, this regular assault rifle wielding guy, and armored shotgunner. Now you're gonna see one tense game of cat and mouse between me and the armored shotgunner. I'm looking for him, but I don't see him. See, he didn't show up until way late. And then here comes another one. Now, I was actually tempted to use my RPG on him, but that was just not happening. Needed to take out the trucks. And then look at this. He somehow managed to show up and melee me. And this is where things get really interesting. If this happens to you, try to engage him in hand-to-hand combat, but in the shadow of this building. See, I don't even know where he went at this point. I've got him in like one of these loops where he doesn't really know if he's supposed to shoot me or if he's supposed to fight me or what. But like I said, if you can get him in these shadows here, you have safe cover from any other snipers or any of the truck turrets. So take advantage of that. Alright, once the first truck's taken out, you may miss. Unfortunately, they only really give you one RPG at each of these encampments or emplacements or whatever you want to call it. Which sucks, because if you miss, you're kind of in trouble. So once the left side is done, we move to the right side and do the same exact thing. Just be careful going up onto the top of this building here, because you may get rushed again. If you don't go to the left side first and you come to the right side, you'll end up with like 3 or 4 guys jumping up on this thing with you. See, I'm jumping up there to see if anybody else is going to try and be slick and comp there with me, because I've jumped up there plenty of times before and had all of a sudden 3 guys trying to fight me at once. Not a pretty sight. Let's grab the RPG here, fire it into that truck, and try to quickly advance to the next part. Now, I have found what I believe to be the best way to navigate the rest of this sandstorm. And if you have a way that you think is better, feel free to leave it in the comments, because I'm always looking for people who have better strategies than mine. My strategies are not perfect. They're the best ones that I figure out as I go. Some people find easier ways to get through here, but you know, they don't have the means to show it. So by all means, you know, go ahead and just leave a comment with it. When you get to this point, this fight is almost over, but don't get too aggressive because it is not safe yet. Now, you can shoot enemies through this piece of cover that I'm using right now, but they can't shoot back. Right? They can't hit you through here, so take advantage of that. There's a guy in where I just threw the grenade. There's usually one sniper and one other dude with an M9 left, so there's pretty much 3, possibly 4. There we go. It's 4. It's 2 snipers left. There's 4 guys left. And they're tough 4 guys to take out because, as you can see, I can't see where they are. So go ahead, lead the way, Sully. Alright. So, alright, one guy just died from a grenade toss. That's great. What I end up doing is making my way from right to left, because it affords you the most cover as you're moving. If you want to go from left to right, be my guest, but you cannot head down the middle towards the sniper without the dude on the left or the dude on the right taking shots at you. As you can see, I'm taking things really, really, really carefully at this point. So, at this point, if you've made it this far, this chapter's pretty much over. There are 3 treasures left to pick up. They're all next to each other once you get inside the building at the end. When you clear this area out for weapons and ammo, Tau Sniper, Tau Sniper, Tau Sniper. That gun is your friend from now until the rest of the game. It hasn't served much of a purpose before, but the gun is plentiful from now on, and there are enemies in the next chapter which require usage of the Tau Sniper to take them out. So pick it up. I can't recommend picking it up enough. Don't do like me. See, I'm wasting my sniper ammo. You're gonna need every single round to progress to the next chapter. So treat them like they're gold, and I'll see you there.
Come on, let's get inside. Wow, look at this place. So it really does exist. It's amazing. Still got it.
Sully, up here. Clouds up.
Nate, there's one on the other side.
You wait here.
Hey, gotta get on that other switch.
Almost there.